Hey you guys, welcome to my Venus Do Sign series. This is for Venus and Virgo. So if in your birth chart, Venus sits in a sign of Virgo, these messages are for you. This can also apply if you have Virgo as your 7th house ruler. Doesn't matter which system you study, just is what you identify as. Now this is for the month of August 2020. If you guys are wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to check the description box below on ways to reach me. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. So we have the central issue, heart of the matter. We have the Fool. We have the Knight of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. We have the Devil, 6 of Swords, the Hermit, Judgment, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so the overall energy of your love life this month is about just kind of detachment and letting go and maybe starting some sort of new journey or chapter in your life. But it also looks like you are ignoring someone and deciding to do something on your own. You might be doing things that are unexpected or out of character, or you also may suddenly find yourself connecting with someone when you least expect it. It looks like, matter of fact, you are, especially if you're Libra with Venus and Virgo, it looks like you might be just minding your own business. You've been focusing on yourself. You're comfortable. You weren't looking for love. You weren't thinking about love. And then all of a sudden you are led to this person. You guys may be getting ready to enter a relationship where it's intense. This may indicate that you still have shadow work to do. This is about you dealing with the lower chakras, and there could be some sort of blockages. Something's going, overall, I just feel like maybe something's going on with the lower chakras. And this is why this person has come into your life. This person is going to activate it or trigger it, or, you know, maybe it indicates that it just needs to be focused on. You also may have been focusing on yourself a lot lately. And something may be happening to get you to come out of your comfort zone. Definitely looks like something's happening where you're very uncomfortable and you're being put in a position where you feel like tempted desires. You're like, what is this? Definitely some sort of sexual tension or frustrations going on with you guys. If no one happens to come into your life, this still to me is indicating that there's some sort of sexual tension or strain or something going on with the lower chakras. The base and the sacral chakra might need to be addressed. I feel like if someone comes into your life, you are wanting to push this person away. It might be a number of reasons why, but the desire is there, but you're just like, oh my God, I can't with this person. Especially too if you have some sort of unfinished business. I feel like someone has actually been looking for you, unless you're the pursuer, but somebody's been looking for somebody, to the point where I feel like it even starts to become obsessive. So yeah, if you were in a space where you were just completely alone, minding your own business, I feel like you're getting ready to get tested. Something led this person to you, or something is leading you towards this person where maybe you need to resolve some sort of unfinished business or some sort of, what do you call it? Karmic debt that needs to be paid off or addressed. You also may have been running or trying to avoid something that is inevitable. So be prepared for that. Even if it's, okay, say for instance, you're tired of meeting people who are this way or that way, but you keep meeting the same type of people. I feel like that's because there's something that is going over your head, something that you aren't really recognizing. If you want to look at it through means of astrology, there's something in your chart that is attracting these type of people. These, whatever's in your birth chart, those are your karmas. All of that, the whole chart is your karma, your rising sign, the planets, where they're sitting. All of that has something to do with why you're here. So you might need to change your perspective. And I just keep stressing that because I know every time people see me talk about the devil, it's just like, oh my God, like you're doing this. You're like, leave me alone. You're trying to run away. Like, I don't deal with that. And again, it all depends on your situation. I feel like every time you are able to learn something through a relationship, the next person, even if it is a similar trait or quality, it's still something. It might be an improvement, or it's still something to learn from. I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, let's say, for instance, there's a placement in your birth chart. You went to an astrologer and they were like, oh, this placement usually attracts people who are alcoholics. Point is, that is kind of like a 12th house energy because it's escapism. So let's say, yeah, you do keep running into people who are alcoholics. Maybe at some point as you evolve, you stop running into people that are alcoholics, but they still have some sort of habit. Let's say they're not an alcoholic, but they do have to have a beer every night. It's like every night this person has to have a beer. That's some sort of addiction or habit. Let's say the next person after that doesn't, drink beer or alcohol, but they do smoke. Let's say the next person after that doesn't do any of those things, but they do like to isolate themselves and meditate. Like they have to do it. It's like, no, I have to go away and meditate. I need my space. I need my free time, and I need you to be okay with that. I feel like it's like a gradual progression. But it's an improvement. At least it's not alcoholics anymore. Like, would you rather deal with someone who just stays drunk and lost all the time, or someone who likes to go alone and spend time reading and studying spiritual things? Either way, I still feel like there's always a need to find balance. So maybe someone has been obsessively isolated and alone, keeping to themselves. Like someone is coming into your life to help you break that pattern or habit. But it's maybe you don't want to do that, but it's forcing you outside of your comfort zone. Sometimes you might feel that you don't know where you're headed. I feel like you are going to have to tread the waters lightly, like whatever's getting ready to happen, especially if you're already dealing with someone, or if someone pops into your life. I feel like you should just kind of handle it with grace and just kind of be patient with your situation. Let things unfold day by day. Like play something by ear. That's what I'm getting. Play it by ear. But I do feel like this is something that is guiding you towards more enlightenment here. You're going to learn from it. It's going to make you a better person, whatever this is. And then Judgment too, this is a fire card. According to when you align the cards with astrology points, it's not really specified to a sign or planet, but it is a card about fire, and fire is about purification. So that also could be what's happening. He does have fire coming out his horns. So something is about purification. Something needs to be dried out. And I'm looking at how they're standing on this dry, cracked land. So I do feel like something just needs to be dried out, purified, burned away, so that you can, again, start fresh or start clear. I still say whatever this situation is, you might try to fight it. You might not do something, or you might do it kicking and screaming. Like, damn it, I don't want to do this, but here I am in this position again. So... but at the same time, it's like something about it you do want and desire. To me, that's the difference with this the Five of Wands energy. It's like frustration, but it's still a fire energy. So there is a little bit of desire there. So It's like you want it, but you don't want it. Let me see what else this is saying here. So, I don't know, you could have been dealing with an earth sign and then you felt like some sort of regret, or you miss this person but don't want to admit that to yourself. I feel too like somebody is trying to come back and make things right if you're dealing with a past person, but somebody does want forgiveness and they're ready. They're ready to put things forward. They're ready to move away from the past and address the elephant in the room, which could be the fact that you miss each other or the fact that someone's sorry. And then justice here again, to me, that does indicate some sort of contract or debt that needs to be resolved or paid off. And judgment is out too as a clarifier. So it's a pretty significant relationship that you're in or getting ready to be in. Somebody has been planning to come forward. So I don't know if you've been waiting for someone to apologize. Even if you're in a current relationship and something happened, you felt like your love interest did something shady, I feel like you might be waiting for an apology. Let me look at the devil too. In the meantime, if you're alone or single, I still feel like you're doing shadow work. You're learning things about yourself. You're learning about your patterns. You're understanding why you have certain ways that are dark about you or obsessive or compulsive. Like you're learning things about yourself. Now, the devil is also talking about someone who they have like a strong sexual appetite. Somebody's watching you and getting ready to come forward. They're getting ready to. That's the main thing I'm getting here. Yeah, you're getting ready to be tempted. This person's going to come forward and kind of pretend like they mean no harm, or they might say something like, I just want to be friends, I just want this, that, and the other, so that we can get past. If they're saying stuff like that, I don't feel that that's true. I feel like this person wants to be with you. They want to start a future with you. They definitely want something sexual in nature. They might even want to get you pregnant. Or men that are watching, you might be viewing someone and you're thinking about the wheels are spinning in your head. You're like, how am I going to do this? And I feel like you're going to decide to, it's like you putting some sort of plan forward. And I feel like you might come off like, you don't mean any harm, but you really want this person. Yeah. Somebody's got some sort of trick up their sleeve. I do feel like this is something that's destined to, because the wheel came out. So something is destined, and you're also just needing to have patience with your situation, depending on what your situation is. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Hope the messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback or comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sending you love and grace.